Hello, everyone. I'm Joyce Preston, an RSVP volunteer for Volunteers of America, Southeast Louisiana North Shore Division in Mandeville, Louisiana. RSVP are happy to share with you a celebration of the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. in commemoration and remembrance of his birthday. Although his actual birthday is January 15th, the third Monday in January has been designated as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day. To honor his legacy, many citizens across the country often view the third Monday in January as a day of service and volunteering. January 20th, 1986 was the first national celebration of Dr. King's birthday as a holiday. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a minister, a husband, a father of 4 children, an author, and a peace activist. In 1964, he became the youngest man to have received the Nobel Peace Prize and donated all of his winnings to the civil rights movement. He became the first African American to be honored in Time magazine as Man of the Year. Between the years 1957 and 1968, Dr. Martin Luther King delivered more than 2,500 speeches. Within those speeches, there were many quotable quotes, sometimes referred to as the pearls of wisdom, such as, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. The time is always right to do what is right. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. We must learn to live together as sisters and brothers or die as fools. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose finite hope." Although Dr. King delivered many speeches during his lifetime, none are famous or more well known than his "I Have a Dream" speech, delivered to thousands of people on August 28, 1963 in Washington, D.C. In his speech, Dr. King expressed his concern over the social inequality, mistreatment, and the denial of basic human rights of all people, and urged change through nonviolent means. Today, I offer you excerpts from that famous speech, which he delivered on that hot, sultry day in August. And so he began, and I quote, "I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. When the architects of our country wrote the words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note for every American. This note was the promise that all people, black, white, brown, or yellow, were guaranteed the rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this note. Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given us a bad check, a check which has come back marked insufficient funds. We refuse to believe that there are insufficient funds in the great vaults of opportunity of this nation, and so we've come to cash this check that will give us the riches of freedom and the security of justice. Even though we must face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and sons of former slaves owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream. Even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My four children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and little girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream that with faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will one day be free. This will be the day when all God's children will be able to sing with new meaning, "My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring." And if America is to be a great American nation, let freedom ring. From the hilltops of New Hampshire, from the Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, from the Rockies of Colorado, from the slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from the Stone Mountain of Georgia, from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee, from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. And when we allow freedom to ring, we will let it ring from every village and hamlet, from every state and every city. We will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black, white, Jews and Gentiles, Catholics and Protestants, will be able to join hands and to sing in the words of the old spiritual, "Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last." In conclusion, I would like to share with you my rendition of what is called the anthem of the civil rights movement, "We Shall Overcome." We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Thank you.